这就是红木了。
红木，
红木它很
沙比利也是红木啊。
沙比利也是叫。
对，也含在红木里，红木里面有10几个品种。
哪里的品没有了？
Maple. This is Maple. More old logs. See all this is from PNG. Amora logs from PNG. It's many Maple number. Most of the pieces. 反正你慢慢煮，它在拍vessel.
The booming Chinese port of Zhangjiagang, just north of Shanghai, has rapidly become one of the world's biggest trading centres for tropical logs. Around $500 million worth of logs from Southeast Asia, Africa and South America arrive at the port each year to feed China's rapacious timber processing industry.
About here. These are from Africa. About here. From Africa. Many round one from here. Bagua, finger from Africa. Finger. More selling in Guangdong. Fresh cut.
Merbau logs are the most common timber found at the port. This luxurious, dark hardwood is used in the manufacture of flooring. Most of these logs are contraband, stolen from the forests of Indonesia's Papua province and smuggled into China. With huge cargo ships arriving daily, it is a trade of breathtaking scale and destructiveness. A new report by the Environmental Investigation Agency and Telepac exposes the massive illegal trade in Merbau logs from Indonesia to China. EIA and Telepac's report reveals how shadowy international networks are conspiring to steal huge amounts of valuable Merbau logs from Indonesia and smuggling the contraband to China using false Malaysian documents, often with the complicity of the Indonesian authorities. The illegal Merbau trail starts in Indonesia's Papua province, the western part of the island of New Guinea. This unique island contains the largest remaining substantial tracts of undisturbed tropical forest in the entire Asia-Pacific region. As rampant illegal logging in Indonesia has all but exhausted the main lowland commercial timber species in Sumatra and Kalimantan, the timber barons have switched their attention eastwards to the last frontier of Papua. In 2003, EIA and Telepac travelled to the Bird's Head region to investigate the impact of this logging on local communities, beginning in the port of Sorong, a major hotspot for illegal logging. Sorong is where many of the illegal timber deals are conducted. Buyers arrive and use connections with the military to secure cut-price deals for Merbau logs. Despite Indonesia banning the export of all logs in 2001, a constant flow of logs leaves the area on cargo ships and barges, bound for the international market. In early 2003, the Indonesian Navy seized this vessel en route to China with a cargo of illegal Merbau logs. EIA and Telepac investigators headed to the remote Seramuk area 5 hours outside Sorong to witness illegal logging on the lands of the Kanasaimos people. At one location, over 2,000 cubic metres of Merbau logs were stacked ready for collection. Villagers explained how logging in the area was organised by a senior military police officer called Kasper Ahoywirin.
Saya bisa menjelaskan bahwa investor asing tadi kebanyakan diblokir di Sorong, sementara di backing oleh pihak militer. Itu sangat jelas. Jadi pihak militer yang sementara berada di balik pengusaha yang sekarang masuk di wilayah adat Kenasaimos, itu salah satu, selain umumnya di tanah Papua yang kita sudah lihat. Sepertinya sekarang yang di sini Tuan Gaspar itu adalah Wadan Pom Sorong yang berada di balik pengusaha yang beroperasi di sini. Sehingga ya kami lihat praktiknya di lapangan memang seperti itu. Dan sangat jelas bahwa yang hadir itu berlatar belakang militer, sehingga membuat masyarakat di sini jelas melihat namanya militer sangat tidak bisa. Dia ada haknya untuk harus berbicara, duduk bersama tidak bisa.
EIA and Telepac found further evidence of Merbau theft in the island chain of Raja Ampat, lying to the west of Sorong. Here, logging was taking place in protected nature reserves, with the connivance of local forestry officials. On the island of Batanta, investigators came across a Malaysian barge ready to load logs cut from a nature reserve.
Papua adalah satu tempat di mana illegal logging itu beroperasi secara sangat masif, sangat buruk. Nah, target yang menjadi sasaran dari operasi penembangan ilegal ini adalah Merbau, di mana ini dipasarkan sampai ke pasar-pasar luar negeri, salah satunya Cina. Nah, upaya penegakan hukum terhadap operasi penembangan ilegal ini jauh dari memadai, di mana para cukong yang berada di balik penembangan ini, yang mengeksploitasi komunitas lokal, masyarakat setempat, kemudian juga dibantu dengan masuknya alat berat dan tenaga kerja asal Malaysia, ini masih belum tersentuh upaya penegakan hukum. Dan juga masih banyak pengapalan-pengapalan yang lolos luput dari penegakan hukum. Nah, ke depan itu Papua harus menjadi prioritas, salah satu prioritas, fokus, di mana semua pihak yang terlibat berada di balik penembangan liar ini harus diusut, harus disidik secara serius. Kemudian upaya lainnya adalah Merbau itu dicantumkan, didaftarkan ke Appendix 3 CITES. Sehingga lewat instrumen ini, negara-negara konsumen yang menampung, menerima, itu harus turut bertanggung jawab, harus turut membantu penghentian perdagangan ilegal dengan kuota tertentu.
Powerful international criminal syndicates are making huge profits through the smuggling of Merbau logs out of Papua and into China. While communities are paid a pittance of $10 per cubic metre, the same logs are worth up to $270 on arrival in China. One such syndicate was exposed in 2003 when a man named Husin Gunawan, involved in arranging the shipment of illegal timber out of Indonesia, wrote a detailed letter to the authorities naming syndicate members. His letter failed to mention the name of his brother, Heng Ijat Hong, who from this office in Jakarta runs a timber smuggling business focused on Papua. Ahong, as he is known, is a long-standing associate of Abdul Rashid, named by the Ministry of Forestry as one of the biggest illegal logging barons in the country. Gunawan did name a series of middlemen. Singapore-based Frankie Chua provides false documents. EIA and Telepac investigators were introduced to Chua while probing the illegal trade in timber between Indonesia and Singapore.
This is Mr. Chua. Plenty money. Oh, yeah.
The problem is that somebody asked me to smuggle. Who is the buyer? Important. Who is the buyer? No buyer, no smuggling. Then who's the smuggler? Who is the buyer?
This is She's a mafia.
This mafia better than the Rux mafia. Rux mafia is no good. This one is okay.
Yusri Bell, also from Singapore, organises the shipment of Merbau logs from Papua to China. His company, E-Maritime, chartered the vessel Bravery Falcon, which was apprehended by the Indonesian Navy off Papua in 2003, carrying over 17,000 cubic metres of Merbau logs destined for China.
Who is chartered this ship?
Captain Chan may charter this ship is E-Maritime Singapore.
Bell had instructed the Vietnamese captain of this vessel to fly a false Indonesian flag during loading to evade detection. The captain recently received a 2-year jail sentence, but Bell is still in business. Timber brokers in Jakarta, like Ahong, play a key role in arranging protection for Merbau shipments and finding buyers. In late 2004, EIA and Telepac undercover investigators met with Yaman Yao of the company Graha Dharma Sakti to discuss Merbau supplies.
The regulation is all Indonesia. You have to export the cargo. Right, but we still manage because Indonesia is everything is possible. Everything is possible. Okay. Yeah, even now I'm now building 11 company.
Would you say is that in Jayapura?
Yeah, and Papua. I'm holding now.
That's the main.
Tomorrow the vessel going.
Yeah, to China.
China.
So if, for example, we wanted to buy from you, for example.
That is very difficult.
Okay, because
sometimes difficult to us, sometimes difficult to you also. Because normally when we sign a contract, we make a down payment, everything. We don't know what happened, you know, during the loading time, problem. Yes, this is a problem. You know?
So there are people here in Bali who give an extra payment to you, and they use their ways of making sure that things are smooth.
Yeah.
Is that expensive to do it?
Yes, I'm not really sure, but I heard it's about $50 for one cubic. But very smooth, so everything nobody will reach the bill. The things will reach the
EIA and Telepac followed the Merbau Trail to Hong Kong, a key hub for timber brokers supplying logs to the Chinese mainland. One such broker is Shalman Shiu, boss of the company Great Win Asia, which has a branch in Java, Indonesia. During the course of an hour-long meeting, Shiu explained how Merbau from Papua is smuggled into China using fake Malaysian documents to supply flooring factories near Shanghai.
All the export from Jaipur, from Indonesia, like a smuggling. Using the Malaysian shipping company. So the origin of it, they can change the origin. They make the whole set, the origin, the whole set of Malaysia. I'm an expert on this.
From Hong Kong, EIA and Telepac travelled to the mega city of Shanghai, at the heart of China's economic miracle. In the nearby port of Zhangjiagang, the investigators met up with Shiu and observed piles of Merbau logs from Indonesia.
So these are all Merbau logs?
Huh?
These are all Merbau logs?
Yeah, all Merbau.
All from
Indonesia or from PNG? Only very little from Malaysia. But those Merbau logs from Indonesia, all with the document from Malaysia. All from, because Malaysia already lost so many Merbau logs.
Right.
Already lost so many. But in Indonesia, in Papua, still many Merbau logs. This kind of tree, you know, nearly 100 years old.
100 years old?
Yeah, with this 1 meter diameter, 90 years, 100 years.
port doubles as a marketplace, and the lobby of a nearby building is pasted with flyers advertising Merbau logs for sale.
Merbau. Big diameter. Arrived in September 15. 5,000 CBM.
A few hours south of Shanghai is the industrial town of Nanshun. Known locally as Merbau Town, in the last 5 years hundreds of factories have sprung up in Nanshun, churning out thousands of kilometres of Merbau wood flooring. There are over 200 sawmills in the town processing Merbau logs, the vast majority of which have been stolen from Papua. Every minute of every working day, the Nanshun factories process one Merbau log into flooring. While much of the Merbau flooring is used domestically to feed China's construction boom, many of the factories also export to overseas markets such as the US and Europe. The Shanghai-based firm Sihe Wood revealed to EIA and Telepac undercover investigators that they regularly export Merbau flooring to the UK, Canada and the USA.
For Merbau, I think every month we export about 20,000, 25,000, I think.
25,000 square meters. And that's most, is Merbau already, are you selling Merbau to UK market already, or?
Yeah, a little.
A little, but
yeah.
Mostly to elsewhere?
Mostly, I think, to Canada.
To Canada?
Canada and the United States, mostly. How to say Canada and the United States, how to say, yeah, about, cover about 70% of our sales volume, so mostly.
70% of?
Yeah, of all our sales volume.
Right.
So UK maybe 5%, I'm not sure. It's very nice.
It is very nice.
Shipping documents confirm recent shipments of Merbau flooring from Sihe to Canadian firm Goodfellow, which distribute the flooring across North America. One sample seen by EIA and Telepac near Washington DC was retailing for $77 per square metre.
The huge illegal trade in Merbau logs between Indonesia and China is one of the world's biggest environmental crimes. This timber smuggling is in contravention of the national laws of both countries. Indonesia and China have already signed a formal agreement to cooperate in combating illegal trade in timber, yet so far these words have not been matched by actions. EIA and Telepac urge the governments of Indonesia and China to work together to tackle this damaging illegal trade in Merbau, which threatens the forests of Papua.
The massive illegal trade in Merbau between Indonesia and China is threatening the last pristine forest in the Asia-Pacific region. While a chain of brokers and middlemen are earning vast profits, the communities of Papua are being robbed to feed China's rapacious timber industry.